Hey y'all, welcome. We will be discussing today Married at First Sight season 15. And don't forget to comment. We love to hear what you have to say about the cast. We're super excited. This is one of our favorite shows. So we're really excited about it. So we're going to talk about the couples and see how they do this season.
And let's get started. And by the way, this one over here, this is my daughter. And so it's mom and daughter. We have different perspectives sometimes. So it's fun to be able to get together. You get to get it from the perspective of a seasoned lady. A young lady. How old are you? You don't want to say. Okay.
No, I'm just playing.
Okay, she don't want to say. Because guess what? If she has to say, then I have to say. But it's okay.
Yes, I have a little experience because I have 1 year of marriage under my belt.
Yes, she has a year. Hey, and it depends on what kind of marriage you have. That's like 1 year is like 5 years. We've seen it on Married at First Sight. These people are married 8 weeks, but it probably feel like 2 years. So
yeah.
Don't what do they say? Don't something small beginnings. I can't think of it. But anyway, so it's just from a different perspective. She's a young married lady, and I'm a single person. I'm still waiting on you, my king, out there. I know he's out there.
That's right.
So anyway, I am call a hopeful romantic.
Right.
I don't like to say hopeless romantic. I'm a hopeful romantic. And I've done some counseling with some couples, and I've done a little bit here and there to help some people. And so, yeah, I love to watch this show. And we're excited that you're in it to watch with us.
Absolutely,
we get to see. And we would like to hear what you think in the comments. You know, we're going to come raw and real. This is just our real personalities. And so,
and our perspective on how the couples are, what we think as far as what they can work on, things that they're good at, all of the above. So again, this is completely us being transparent and leveling with the couples as if we were there with them. So we're excited about that.
Yes.
So the first couple is Lindy and Miguel.
Well, you go first. Oh, well, let's see what they say.
So what I'm getting from it is Miguel is a little bit more nerdy. He likes his Game of Thrones. He gives me that type of vibe. So I can see him being really fun as far as in a relationship, because somebody that likes the game won't necessarily just take life completely so serious. So I think that'll be a good aspect in their relationship.
Yeah, I like him. I like Miguel. He kind of puts me in the mind of this other previous. Pause it 1 second. Oh, we're gonna get to you in a second. But he puts me in the mind of a previous Married at First Sight. Remember, it was probably about 3 Married at First Sights out. No, it was one in which he was just doing everything. He was so romantic, y'all. But yet the lady, she was just like picking little things, and she said, "Make up your mind," because he wanted to work for himself. He was thinking of something. Anyway, that was like 3 seasons over. But what I'm saying is, what I get from him, I get a romantic side to him. And
yeah,
I think that's really needed.
I can definitely see that.
You know, in a relationship. And I think, what's her name?
Mindy.
I think Mindy will be able to appreciate that, because she has like she seems like she's got a fun type personality.
Yeah.
I haven't seen a whole lot about her yet.
Right.
But in a little bit we'll be able to really see. Because you know how they do. When they talking to the experts, please give me a mate, please.
Right, and when they actually get them,
I'll do whatever you want. I've been single for 10 years.
Yeah.
And then when they finally get matched, then it's
They're
like
it's harder than what you think. And marriage is like Dr. Pastor Cal says, marriage is not for the weak. Marriage is not for punks, because if you are easy to quit and easy to give up, you'll give up at the first chance. Instead of, marriage is not a race, it's more of a marathon. So it's a long game that you're playing. So
I like that. Okay, so who do we have next?
all right, next is Alexis and
Justin. Oh, let me say something about them. Let me say something right off. Alexis, I don't know if she's gonna find him attractive, y'all. I'm just gonna be honest. Justin, he seems kind. Now my daughter over here, Bree's over here like, Mom, don't say nothing that may seem mean, but something's off.
Yeah,
something's off.
But she did say that 70% was personality and 30% was look. So she's not just on the surface level. She's looking for deeper. Yeah. But hopefully she does find that immediate attraction, because that's the first thing you're seeing when you're marrying somebody at first sight. The first thing you're seeing is them. Mm-hmm. So if you see somebody you're not attracted to, it may not be as exciting to dig into.
But I would like to say too, Brie, when I say attraction, some people think of just attraction by the physical. Right. But we ladies, we know it's past just the physical. As far as a guy, he may not necessarily be, because that gentleman, I would say Justin, he's not bad looking. It's some, his swag or something is off. I mean, here this guy is 6'8". That is a tall man. So sometimes when you see guys like that, sometimes they have a different type of energy about themselves. Right. Because hey, they already have the height, But right. He mentioned, and we're talking with one of the experts, that a lot of ladies, they want to see what's in his pants. Well, he said they want to see if he's quote unquote packing.
If he has BDE. Yeah. But I mean, hey, that's why, they're getting married at first sight. So, they're married, it's under God. So, hey.
Yeah, but he's not worried. I mean, okay. What I'm saying is, Alexis, on the other hand, I don't get shy girl. Or,
no, not at all.
She seemed like she got a little wild side to her, y'all. Yeah. And I don't know. I think I think this couple. Now, I want to let y'all know, I'm pushing for every single couple, okay? Absolutely. But I think this couple is going to definitely have a share of really trying to
get on the same page.
Yeah.
Because they're kind of polar opposites as far as personality wise.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I can definitely see her being more of the aggressor in the relationship. Mm-hmm. So hopefully that's something that Justin's okay with. But we'll see in the upcoming season. We'll see. Y'all drop down in the comments whether or not y'all think that Justin and Alexis will make it.
Oh yeah, and what was the other one? Mindy and
Miguel.
Miguel.
Lindy and Miguel.
Lindy and Miguel. We gave him a whole name. We can call him Mindy. No, we can't do that.
Yeah. Miguel. Drop down whether or not you think that they will make it. We're excited about all the couples, and we want 5 for 5 this season. Last season was 4 for 5. We want to try to make it to 5 for 5. Well, actually successful.
They didn't even make it, Bree. They didn't even
they didn't make it past decision day.
Yes, my decision is yes. Right. As soon as they leave off the thing, now I want a divorce.
No, we want forever partners. We want people to really hit it off and their chemistry be magnetic. And they say yes on decision day and actually truly commit to that, not just saying it because they're on TV. So that's important.
I think it's very important. Who's the next girl? Oh yeah.
Yeah, she does have a big personality. Alexis really does have a big personality.
Yeah.
So far, do you think that he'll find her attractive as well, Alexis?
Well, I think he will. To me personally, I think he's a body person. You know.
Really?
Yeah. I may be wrong, but he comes across to me as a man who looks at the body.
Right.
And now I haven't seen too much with her, but she seemed like she may be a little curvy. I don't know. You know, he just seemed like he's real small. He's real tall. He's looking for me. It could be a good match, by the way, if he just don't pretend and just be who he is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And be okay with being how he normally is, because he doesn't come off to me as a very confident man. He seems like he kind of still trying to find himself. She, on the other hand, seemed like she kind of know who she is already. She kind of got that. So I feel like they'll be okay if it doesn't become like this thing where now he's dealing with ego issues just because now he's on the show. Right. If that makes sense.
Okay, absolutely. Okay, so looks like Alexis is 28 and he is 32 or 33.
Oh, he's older than her.
Yes, he's 33. So what do y'all think about like age differences? Do y'all think that it makes a difference whether or not, you know, there's a gap in the age? Do you think it makes a difference with the gap in the age?
Well, not them per se, because that's pretty close to me.
Right.
Once you get to a certain age of just being grown, I think, you know, 28 is grown.
Right.
And then 32, to me, that's not like a big gap.
Right.
But you can flip that and you find somebody 19 and somebody else 26, and it's like, what? You know, it's just, I think it depends on, when you're in your late 20s, I think early 30s are absolutely okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see, that's not a big age gap. Let's see, what else?
All right, so the next people are Mitch and
Kristen.
Yep, Mitch and Kristen. Mitch and Kristen, those are the two that have a really big age gap. Mitch is 41, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
and she's 32.
Oh, yeah, so that's a really big age gap.
I think 32 and 41. Now, to me, that's a big difference, because the music was different and everything. You know, it's just like, hey, remember when? You know, it's like a whole different era. Like me, I'm 41, right? I'm his age. Like, I'm in the era where we knew how to play outside, and then we were able to get introduced to technology. Hit that. We were able to, you know, realize what technology was. Mario Brothers came out, things like that. Look, I'm in the era where we were able to see when cell phones came into being, right? So, I mean, you know, somebody around my age, we can do a lot of remember when, you remember you had that big old phone, it was like this big. You know, I mean, you can just go back, you know, to CDs, and I'm sorry, people my age can go back to knowing about the tapes and you pulling the tape out. Anybody with me kind of remember this? And you pull it out, and if that tape come out too far, you're like, oh no, it could be ruined, and you're hoping that you can kind of take out the crinkle out of the skin of that tape, the little brown little thin something that come out like that, and you hoping that you can loop that thing back in and then bend it and turn it around so that it can go back smooth, so that when you play it, it's not. If you remember those days, somebody put a comment, please, because my daughter over here, Bria's looking like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't even know if you remember CDs, lady.
I do remember CDs. So I'm 22, by the way, y'all. And she's gonna give up my age. I'm 22, so I definitely remember CDs. Definitely remember DVD players. You know, all of that.
But still, you don't remember the tapes. So yeah, that's like. But my whole point was, it's a completely different era.
Age group,
It's
yeah.
nothing wrong with the different ages, but what I'm saying is when you pairing that person together, it's a little, I don't know. It can make a difference.
Right.
I think energy and everything. Right? I don't know. We shall see. I think she's busy.
Yeah. And she says that she prefers older men, so that's the reason why they paired her with somebody a little bit older. But
Yeah, they say that. Some ladies say that they like older guys because they just
Maturity.
assume that they're mature. Oh,
Yeah.
they should be mature because they're older. Guess what? Not true.
Yeah.
There are guys that are 50 and less mature than guys that are 20.
Right.
So it's an individual thing on that, on maturity. So if somebody's only wanting, when people say when I hear ladies say I like older guys, sometimes they make me wonder about them. Are they chasing a daddy figure? What's really going on? Now that's on. Look, we'll pick that one up for another discussion. But to just say, what is it about I want an older guy. Oh, okay. So if he's the same guy, he looks the same.
Right.
But if he was, instead of 41, he was your same age, you'd be like, nah, he got to be older.
Right.
Something ain't right with that.
Most of the time, from what I've heard, is when people look for older men, as far as older men, they're looking for stability. You know, most of the time, someone older would have more stability. Like you said, they'll have more wisdom. They'll probably be settled down. They won't be in their player days anymore, you know, because they're a little bit older and they've been there, done that. You know, that's from my experience. That's what people are looking for when they see an older person. But like you said, it's an individual. It's a case-by-case basis. That may not be the case for some people. So
Exactly.
it definitely, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah. The next person is Stacia and Nate. What do you think about Stacia and Nate?
I think somebody just knocked on the door to do the recording. I don't know. Yeah. But anyway, let's get back to, you said Stacia? By the way, I don't know what her name is really. Is it Stacia or Stacia? We'll figure out. I'm sorry if I butchered your name. And that is a pet peeve of mine. I don't like to mess up people's names. But it could be either way, you know?
Right.
Stacia is, she seems to be a little picky.
Yeah.
I think in order for this marriage to work, she is definitely going to need to have patience. She also is going to have besides patience, she's going to have to give up some of that wanting to have her way. She comes across to me as a little bit of spoiled, and it can't be one way. I think she was even going as far as saying her first date, she asked about their credit,
Right.
something so personal.
Oh, yeah, she did. She said the questions that she asked is, have you been married? Do you have any kids? And what's your credit score on the first date? So some people may say that's a little intrusive, but I mean, she's trying to find out. She's dating with a purpose. She's like, you know.
Yeah, but the first
depends.
date, I don't think a lot of people would even want to tell that, you know, like, why you want to know. It can come off as very not necessarily, to me, if you
Shallow?
yeah, like that's like asking what kind of underwear you wear. To me, that's too personal. Yeah, some
Right.
things you can wait on.
Nate, I don't know about him. I don't know whether or not she'll find him attractive. I think he'll find her attractive, but I don't think she'll find him attractive. He gives me nerdy vibes as well, but not just that. It's because maybe if he cut off his hair, he'll look a little bit more mature. With the hair that he has now, it makes him look younger, but not necessarily in a good way.
Yeah.
I think it takes away from him.
Because he has a really baby face already. And I think he said he's 30. Or he's no, that was the other one. I'm getting them mixed up. No, Nate he has the little like
Twiggies.
two strand twist or whatever in the front, and I do definitely think it's a little boyish looking.
Right.
Not to sound mean, but I think he would definitely look better without that hairstyle. And I think he is I don't know about them two together. I think she would be annoyed with him. I think she would get annoyed with him. He's going. What I'm saying is, his personality is going to have to change from who he is for them to be able to match and mesh for a long period of time. And so I think she needs to bend as well as him bend, but not him having to change, all the way to be somebody he's not to be with someone.
All right.
I don't know. What y'all think?
So again, drop down in the comments whether or not you think Stacia, Nate, and Christian and Mitch, which were the last couples we talked about, are going to stay together or get a divorce by the end of the season. Drop down your predictions, and then we'll see who was right at the end. Our last but not least couple is Morgan and Ben.
Ben is the one that he's crazy about his mom.
Yeah.
Now
he mentioned mom about 5 times in that one clip.
I think it's beautiful. I think it's lovely, but you definitely have to you got to know how to do things, because you don't want your spouse to be almost hating your mom, because she's having to feel like she have to compare to your mom the whole time. So I've had that before.
Drop down below whether or not you guys like a mama's boy, what they call it, or whether or not y'all like someone who is frugal, what Pastor Cal said.
He's cheap.
Frugal.
That's so sweet. He's cheap, y'all. No, I'm gonna tell you right now. Well, I don't know about her personality, but yeah, a cheap guy. That just to even know that in my mind, I feel like that's a person that's not willing to. That seems selfish, like a selfish person. I don't know. Yeah, frugal. We'll see how he is with his woman, because if he's frugal with himself, fine. If he wants to buy him some Buster Boys, or he want to keep them same shoes,
or go to Goodwill,
all he want, and he go to Goodwill, and I say, baby, I'm gonna buy you this. No, I'm gonna do this. That's okay.
Right.
But because I'm gonna take care of him, I would take care of mine. But what I'm saying is, to say,
we both have to shop at Goodwill.
We both have to shop at
because
Goodwill.
Because I'm trying to retire by 40.
We're only going to spend $50 for groceries. So ramen noodles and, you know what I mean?
Right.
The bare minimum. I like Oscar Mayer wieners. I'm stuck with having to buy bar S because he's like, no.
Right, absolutely. And the thing about it is this: nothing's wrong with Goodwill, but Goodwill is for people who are a little bit less fortunate.
Yeah.
So he's not less fortunate. He's just using that, to basically cut ends on things, which is nothing's wrong with that. But again, don't try to make your spouse come in and, you have to conform to my lifestyle because I want to retire by 40. You have to be a little bit more understandable or flexible with it.
Because let's be honest, y'all, we Christians on this show. You don't know if you're gonna live to 40. I mean, what's it like you being a wife and you over there barely eating, doing all this stuff, right? And then and then what? We don't know from day to day what's gonna happen. I definitely believe in not just being wasteful because we're not supposed to. We are supposed to be smart with our finances, but being able to do things together as a spouse, to me, that's one of the benefits of having a spouse, and it's wonderful. That's what you go to work for, to be able to spend and do some things, and then of course save. But nah, I don't like no cheap man.
Yeah, no.
Mm-mm. Oh no. I mean, if they call themselves cheap, if a man say I'm cheap, that's gonna be pretty.
Well, hey, to each his own. But Drop down below whether or not you think that they will make it as well.
Yes.
And we are waiting for the upcoming season, which actually it streams on July 6th.
That's right.
July 6th.
July 5th or July 6th. It's going to be that Wednesday.
Wednesday at 8 Eastern time, so 7 Central, which is our time. And that's when we'll know, how the couples actually, interact with each other, because they'll actually be getting married that day.
And we will dissect each and every one of these.
Right.
And we're gonna have some fun. So we're excited. We gotta dissect them so we can see who's really going to be in it at the end. And that's what's fun at the end. And by the way, of course, this channel is being sponsored by Eternity Elite Christian Matchmaking Services. So guess what? If you are an eligible bachelor or an eligible bachelorette and you've been praying, you're like, where's my kingdom spouse? All of this. Hey, no excuses anymore. You got some help. So there are singles just like you out there that's waiting, that want to be matched. So that information is below.
All right. So again, guys, thank you again for tuning in, ladies and gents. Thank you for tuning in. Drop down in the comments whether or not you like the content, what we can do, what kind of questions you would like to hear in the next video. Like, share, subscribe, and again, Eternity Elites will be in the description below to let you know how you are able to sign up to become matched with another individual. And again, thank you again for tuning in to Eternity's Elite. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. See you soon.